Hello, I'm the Wandering Newbie. Back at it again, Mega Man. Mega Man 3. Mega Man 3. Mega Man 3 is... holds a really weird place in my heart. Because even before playing this game, oh yes, good. This tearing thing that happens right here still exists. Even before ever playing the game, I knew way too much about Mega Man 3 because, like, growing up, I played a bunch of Mega Man 2. Like, that was one of the few games I had. You know how that works when you're young. You have like 2 games, so you play one of those 2 a bunch, or both. Oh god, I'm just getting destroyed. I forgot how much more damage everything dealt in this game. Oh boy, wrecked already. Alright, let's try this again. Where was I in my stupid story? Me as a weak child. So, Mega Man 2 I played a ton. And I also had a subscription to Nintendo Power. And they did their usual thing of like, hey, X game came out, so we're gonna have all like these somebody went in and took screenshots of each fucking screen and then like copy paste them together, and you can catch that sometimes because like there would be a small sprite of the main character in like every now and then. Anyway, one of the issues I had everything for Mega Man 3 in it. And I read that issue a lot because you're young, you're a kid, and you're a nerd, so you don't go out much. Instead, you just read Nintendo Power forever. And yeah, so I became very familiar with Mega Man 3, and then didn't play it actually until I was like 20 something, and got access to emulators. But Mega Man 3 changed a lot for the general everything in Mega Man. It added rush, it added sliding, which can make you a lot more mobile during bosses, which in turn allowed them to make bosses more mobile. Now, as I am wont to do with these videos of games, I'm using a old boss order that I would use for races. Which is risky doing Needleman first, but the reason you do that is because Needleman gives you Rush Jet, which is easily one of the most broken speedrunning things in this game. And sometimes he gets caught in a loop like that. Luckily we have an E-Tank, so we're solid. I would have liked to not had to use that E-Tank, but whatever. I'll use the E-Tank just to ensure that I win. Oh, whoops. Forgot about that. that tapping out of that window pauses the game. There's gotta be a setting somewhere. I should turn that off. Also, they made that fucking sequence way faster. That was a big thing they did. And another weird thing is that this one has a weird weakness chain order in that it goes... There's two separate chains. You go Needle, Snake, Gemini, back to Needle, and there's Top, Shadow, Spark, Magnet, Hard, back to Top. There's two chains, so you have to Buster Duel 2 bosses if you're going to do a weakness chain. And Top Man being the easiest of those. Not a bad idea to actually switch to Needle Cannon for this stage, because the fleas are really annoying to hit. I think they're called fleas. Nice. I'll recover that 1-1-up that I lost. But yeah, Rush was introduced in this as the general utility bot, instead of just having the items. Also, screen doesn't stop when you pick up items anymore. Which that's another 10 out of 10. Do that some more. It'll be a semi speed run because I don't remember completely everything. Sprite Flicker though, that's definitely still around. These things I'm pretty sure are just called the Tabby. They're your general, like, big robot that blocks the way. And is annoying. Right, those are called fleas. That would make more sense for them to be called fleas now, wouldn't it? Mega Man 3 also has one of the better soundtracks, just like overall, in a Mega Man game. A lot of people talk about 2. More people should talk about 3. Now, Rush. So, they made the wrong choice of just letting you 100% control Rush, and as such, he's really broken. Also, he doesn't use up energy, I think, if you're jumping. So you just jump a lot and make him kind of go forever. I may be trying to be a bit too aggressive on Top Man right out the gate. There we go. Top Man's really not that hard. That's his entire pattern. And, I don't know, just in general, really easy to deal with. Uh-oh. Pulled my, cord out a little bit on my controller. I hope it's still working. Yep, okay. Perfect, alright. as I said before, Top Man. Go to Shadow Man. Shadow Man's actually one of the rougher bosses in this game, if you don't have his weakness. He's just super fast, and bosses in this game do a lot of contact damage. And then there's this chuckle fuck. Back when Capcom was actually trying to have a lot of story in their Mega Mans. There's actually this whole thing about Dr. Wily was like, alright, look, I fucked up. I realized I was a bad dude. Light, you, me, we're good with robots, right? Let's build a peacekeeping robot. A big old peacekeeping robot. And nobody went, Wily, why is the robot so huge? And he was just like, I don't know. This big robot. Powered by like moon crystals or some shit. And uh-oh. Right when the robot is more or less completed, somebody steals all the crystals. Uh-oh. Nobody knows who it was, but there's a bunch of robots that went berserk. And it's up to you, the Mega Man, to stop them. This is what I was talking about before. If you're just at the top of the screen, you jump. Rush goes forever. Rush is really good for speedrunning this game. Just on a whole. Really just kind of breaks it. Yeah. That's the overall story. You're fighting robots to get crystals back. Top spin is a weird move. So, I just fucked up. So top spin drains energy the entire time that you're in contact with something. So I should have been tap in. That wasn't. So this is gonna be fun. So yeah, Shadow Man's pattern is he jumps 3 times and dashes. Or he can also throw throwing stars. And you're seeing how much damage he does. Now you know why he is so hard to Buster Duel. And you come in here with top spin. But I will do my damnedest, because I've already messed up. I used to have the jump over the slide down to a fucking science. Yeah, it's something like that. That's about the timing. Anyway, we can just speedrun through this stage super fast. Because I'm not going to be talking now. Well, I'm not going to be talking about the story. And if the layout of the stage is in my head again, I can definitely slide a bit more. Though we do have to still put up with Mysterious Stranger here. Shadow Man is a real fucker. There's a period of time where I was playing Mega Man games way too much. Somewhere around college, and I think also whilst we were practicing for one of the set of oyster races. And in order to get really good at the game, I actually went through and did a run where I just Buster Dueled every boss. I do not recommend that. It's a bit much. Hoping to get some health at some point. You really don't even need to jump here. You probably make it without jumping. Just you do need to jump over the dragonfly dudes here. Then you just hoverboard into the gate. Should probably kill, lose a life. Just go into full health. I thought it was gonna slide. I was wrong though. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, top spin doesn't use up any energy. While in the air. So the trick is kind of like that. You need to flutter it. Jump, hit it while you're in the air because you use it for the entire time you're in the air, and then you get knocked away, so on and so forth. I was doing it wrong. If that wasn't obvious enough. Top spin is actually an extremely strong sub-weapon. And like one-shots most normal enemies. And we're just gonna tear through people. As a matter of fact. Oh. Still in that speedrun mode. I think... Oh, speedrunning this. Yeah, you want to use Shadow Blade. Because you get that nice... Oh, hello.
Apologies, that game went longer than I thought it would.
Oh, it's fine. I've taken down 3 bosses already.
Hooray.
Everything's coming back to me slowly. I know how you're supposed to do it, but I had forgotten just how much of a fucker Shadow Man is to try and Buster Duel.
Oh yeah.
Mainly because he doesn't actually have a set pattern. Like, he has a pattern, but there's a bit of RNG to it.
Mm-hmm. And now you have the best clearing weapon for the game.
Yeah, Shadow Blade's really strong. Though, Top Spin is technically a little stronger.
Well, Top Spin is its own beast.
Maybe I should use Top Spin for the stage. To show that off.
Eh.
Well, I mean, like, there you fucking go right there. Enemies that even Shadow Blade took a couple hits on, Top Spin one-shots.
Yeah, the thing is, Top Spin's range is not really good.
That is
It's still a cool idea, though. It's still a really cool idea for an ability.
And they kind of tried it again with Charge Kick in...
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking of. But Charge Kick was...
Okay.
Yeah, you should be jetting through this section, probably.
Oh, you're right!
You know, showing off the most broken ability ever.
Oh, I did Shadow Man. I already showed that off.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no reason that you shouldn't, if you like, somewhat decent at Mega Man games, there's no reason you shouldn't go for Needle Man first.
He's not hard. He's like fighting, yeah, he's almost exactly like fighting Metal Man. Except Needle Man gets in close and he doesn't have a really annoying scrolling section.
What's...
What?
What's, Sparkman's... Because doesn't everybody have 2 weaknesses in this one?
People have... There are a variety of weaknesses. Sparkman works really well in Magnet Man.
Right, but I was saying... Because there's... The way it is there's a weakness that kills him in 8 hits, and there's a weakness that kills him in 4 hits, right?
I don't know about that one.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the Dock Robots.
Yeah.
Which sometimes the weakness isn't the best choice because it's too fucking hard to use.
Yeah, like Topspin. Or Topspin.
Just don't use Topspin.
Except when you need to, and then it's amazing.
Yeah. Magnet Man stage is another showcase of, yo, we came up with gimmicks.
So, if you walk backwards a little bit, you'll get a magnet thing that's going, yeah, that one right there, in the top left corner. You can just ride on that thing all the way across the other side of the screen. If you don't get pulled directly in.
And then this Joker again. Oh, it was in sync too.
You are eating more shots than I thought. There you go. Yeah, you're fine.
Should be using sub-weapons more.
They're really good in this.
Yeah, 3 has some of the, like... So 2 has Metal Blade, which is, like, the best sub-weapon. But... Whoops.
Did you just die?
Yeah. Does that send me back to the start? It does. Alright, let's see if I can do that trick that you're talking about now.
I think that the weapons in 3 are all very useful in their own separate ways. A lot of the times it's like, we took the weapons from 2, but balanced them. Now, when you get pulled up by a magnet, just press down slightly as you're getting pulled along.
I'm trying to get the one going left to right. Oh, there it is. Goodbye. That's really dumb. I like that. Yeah, like, so I haven't really talked about it much. I've been using it a bit, but I haven't talked. Yeah, I do actually get hit a lot by Breakman here.
Yeah, you're staying way too close to him. You need to back off. Give the man some space.
But, so Needle Cannon has about the energy consumption of Metal Blade, but not the damage, not like the raw damage, but it's like super rapid fire.
Yep. It fires the same amount of charges as your regular attack.
Yeah, and if you get right next to something, it just goes. Also, it has the unique property of it fires repeatedly as long as you're holding down the button. So that's why I like to use it against the little mini boss boy on the right side there. Because it just kind of tears them apart if you just get right behind them.
Alright, can you solve the puzzle? Aww.
Yeah, I can solve the puzzle. It's called Hello Rush Jet.
It's called I have the most broken Rush Jet in the series. I should use it.
Yeah, I was talking about before how I don't... They were not thinking when they were like, you have complete control over the Rush Jet. You have given me two-dimensional movement. What were you thinking?
And not only that, but if you're jumping up and down, you're not actually using Rush Jet power because it only takes power away when you're standing on it.
Yeah, that too. That's a whole other thing.
They fixed that, and then Rush Jet went from being, yo, this is broken, to, it's still really good.
It went from, if I time this right, I can still just destroy levels.
I believe the Shadow Blade also works well against Magnet Man, but not as well as Spark Shot.
Right. Spark Shot is the outlier ability. It has its moments, but it is not nearly as useful as some of the other sub-weapons in this game. Ugh. I always have trouble on Magnet Man, just hitting him while he's jumping. I just need to remember to...
incredibly constipated when he's doing that magnet pull.
Yep. Magnet Man, unfortunately, is the start of a really bad trend that they get with...
Which is?
Mega Man bosses, which is... Yo, the boss just has a period of invincibility.
Mm-hmm.
That was there a
Dust
little
Man's
bit...
got one.
That was there a little bit with, like, Woodman and... Heatman. What fire-based word was he? But, like, those had things going on a bit more when they were invincible. And, like, Heatman didn't last that long. He just charges at you. And, Woodman...
Speaking of a charge, you get Charge Man with his invincibility.
Charge Man's invincibility is complete bullshit. 5 is filled with a bunch of, like, really needlessly long invincibility periods on bosses.
Mm-hmm. But I still love them.
I fricked it. I fricked it already.
What did you do?
I fricked it. The bees. The bees.
Oh god, not the bee! So you can shoot that big bee with the, with the Shadow Blade. And
Yep.
it'll kill it.
But, since the, like, when did we run this game?
I wasn't part of this,
Yeah, you weren't part of something awful back then. I want to say this was... I graduated college in 2009, so this is probably 2008.
Mm-hmm. I joined right as the 5 races started up.
The Dark Horse out of nowhere.
No, that was Tom Servo.
Oh, right.
Tom and I would just race against each other like, yep, we're just gonna have fun with this.
Anyway, I was talking about Spark Shot a ton and never actually finished my thoughts.
It's one of those things where it has a couple uses because if you hit an enemy and with a Spark Shot, some enemies are just frozen in place. They're paralyzed, so to speak. Are you having fun with the monkeys?
Look, I forgot how good Shadow Blade was, and I keep switching off with it. Yeah! Chat brings up a good point. This one doesn't have a heat and or cold boss.
Yep, it has an electric boss, but it does not have heat or cold.
Which, like... 4 doesn't either, actually.
Pharaoh Man might be considered heat, depending on how you look at it. I would not, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And then after that, like from 5 on, each game has one.
A water or a fire boss.
Yeah. Most of the time, both.
Like 6. 6 is really when I thought right, you guys are getting lazy. Shadow Man's, I wouldn't necessarily count as a heat boss just because he has a level with a lot of magma on it and such.
Oh, and then the actual... Oh, I did the thing that I had forgotten to show off. So he does the whistle when he comes in, but if you actually pause the screen, pause the game, before you hit the ground, it actually plays the whole song. I got a little bit in there because I was switching a weapon, but it wouldn't let me.
A little?
Oh, no, I was talking about I got a little bit of the song.
Oh.
See if I can get this idiot over here and then just... Nope.
Spark him. Spark him in midair.
Oh, right. One of the enemies that Spark is actually good to use on.
Let's go up and back down.
Alright.
Yep.
Hard man.
Insert dumb joke here.
Hard man made of ceramic titanium.
He's incredibly dense.
I'm going to die. Nope. Got him.
I believe his fist type attacks only deal 3 damage.
I'd
Yep.
believe it.
Because you were at 4, and it's one of those. How much damage does he deal again?
One of the weird bosses that it's like he slams the ground and stuns you in midair.
Mm-hmm.
Not really sure how that one works, but okay.
It's a shockwave.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Hard Knuckle is useful at times. It's a steerable projectile that moves extremely slowly, but I think it does the most damage.
So you went to Gemini Man, and his weakness is Snake Man.
Ah, piss. Well, good news. I have 1 life.
Goodbye, cruel world.
I felt like I was fucking something up.
So this game has a weird thing where they have like 2 different chains of boss weaknesses.
Right, I talked about that earlier.
Oh well, I wasn't here.
Right. But yeah, there's the 2 boss weakness chains, and then I'm standing by. I'm pretty sure every boss has 2 weaknesses.
I know there are a lot of them have multiple weaknesses. I just don't know if all of them do is the thing. Fortunately, this is what Wikipedia is for.
Alright. Shadow Blade. Magnet Missile is also a really good weapon for just tearing through levels because you don't have to aim. But Shadow Blade being your omnidirectional thing, except, okay, so unlike Metal Blade, it can only shoot above. You can't actually aim it downwards. It's the one downside of it.
Several of these guys have weaknesses to their own weapons.
That's what it is. Every boss is actually weak to its own weapon. On top of the normal weakness chain. And I believe it's 7 hits of their own weapon is needed to kill them.
I don't know if it's for all of them, but I know it's at least for a couple, like Snake Man and Hard Man.
Which fucking good luck hitting Hardman with his own weapon.
That's all. Well, if he slams himself into the ground.
He's not down there for long, and then he's immediately shooting right back at you. I would not recommend it. Let me put it that way.
There, you have better weapons to use.
Like his actual weakness. Which, like, if you have Hard Knuckle, you have his actual weakness. You know, who knows? Maybe Hard Knuckle actually kills him faster.
Nope, I think it goes from the exact same speed.
I do like how some of the weaknesses actually still kind of make a lot of sense in this one.
Oh yeah.
Like there's
Apparently...
there's some that are just like, I don't know about that. For instance, like Gemini Laser on Needleman, it's just like, why?
Oh, he jumps around a lot.
I guess, maybe.
If the Gemini Laser bounced around the screen a lot more, because Needleman's hopping here, there, and everywhere, it makes sense, but it's kind of slow.
Yeah, Gemini Laser is one of the weapons that is like, I see what they were trying to do, but it just ended up not being good.
So this is one of my favorite parts of this stage, because you can just use the Rush Jet and skip the last half.
Yeah, so while we're flying over this, just take in how... So, like, the whole gimmick here is clouds come out of these things, and you have to stand on them and go up to other platforms, and these things are coming by, and they have missiles in them, so if you shoot them, they fire missiles at you.
And those clouds can glitch, by the way, just kick you right off the platform to your instant death.
Oh, yeah. There's that, too. This whole part of that level is not really that good to actually just do normally.
Yeah, this is one of those things where it's like, I think Mega Man 3 was a little bit too pushed out the gates. They needed a little bit of... They needed like another 3 weeks of polish.
They tried to do a lot.
Yeah.
Snake Man. Designed to be an espionage robot.
Were any of these in Mega Man 3 designed specifically to kill Mega Man? Or was that only in 4?
They are not designed to specifically kill Mega Man, but they're all designed by Dr. Wily.
Mm-hmm.
So like they all have specific tasks, except for Top Man, who was literally made to entertain children.
I mean, that's why he's the best.
Yeah.
Which is why his weapon works on the machine of mass destruction, because that ends fun. And so he must end what ends fun.
So yeah, Snake Man and Shadow Man were both made for espionage. Hard Man was made to be very resistant and shit like that. Oh, what am I doing?
Yeah. Yet another situation where it's like, why am I not using Rush Jet?
Goodbye. Oh, right. So you don't actually want to get too high here because you'll loop around and hit enemies that are on the ground.
That is amazing. I had forgotten that was a thing.
I can't remember all the, like, what their true purpose was for 3. I never really read into it that much. Though, Mega Man Archie comics are really good with 3.
Yeah, it's one of those you wouldn't expect it kind of things, but hey, wow, they actually put some real effort into this. It's kind of got a big story to it.
There's a really good moment between okay, so there's a really good moment between Needleman and Mega Man because, well, first of all, they outright acknowledge that Gemini Laser is his weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, Mega Man's kind of faltering a little bit fighting him, and then he switches to Gemini Laser, and Needleman is immediately, like, just, like, horrified.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, he just, like, fires a bunch of... It, like, pierces. It pierces through him and shit like that.
Oh, wow. That sounds horrifying.
Yeah, and he's just like, yeah, of course you would switch to that. And just, like, is, like, cowering in a corner. It's, like, really messed up, actually. And, like, the entire time, Mega Man's just yelling at him to, like, stand down. And he's, like, by the end of it, he's just like, no, you don't understand. I can't. I know you're going to win. I know you're going to beat me. You have Gemini Laser. But I can't stand down. It's not in my programming.
Which is just...
It's a really messed up thing to think about.
This stuff got deep in a hurry.
Yeah, it did. There's the duck. Can you just go through the ducks? You can. Okay, cool. Speedrun. Though I think they deal an ass ton of damage, so I'm actually going to take this one.
Yes, they do. Those are penguins.
Penguins, ducks. Yeah, actually, they're penguins because they're supposed to resemble frozen ice makers. Like, they're like little Japanese like frozen ice makers where you put the block of ice in it and you turn the crank and it grinds the ice up. Yeah.
You just blew my mind.
Alright, let me see if I can do the top route here.
You're not going to use the Rush Marine in like one of the 3 situations where you can actually use the Rush Marine?
No, because it's like impossible to get out of the water.
No, you just hop from platform to platform in the Rush Marine, so if you get knocked down, you die.
Yeah, I almost made it. Yep, alright, Rush Marine.
It's kind of amazing.
One of the few times it's actually usable.
And awesome.
Whoop! I might be owned.
Well, how so?
Whew, okay, made it. They got a little dicey at the end there.
You're trying to summon the... Oh, this is so much fun.
Yeah, so the Russian Marine can't actually summon into water. It has to summon onto a platform.
Exactly.
another reason that the Rush Marine is kind of not that good.
Well, of course, you don't like summon the submarine into the water. You put it on land first, so you can like slowly watch it slide in. Honestly, it's like you don't understand how physics and such
Gemini
work.
Man here is a pretty cool boss. Because he splits and he kind of does this loop forever. He never attacks unless you attack, then he shoots.
This whole thing is I'm not going to do anything until you do something stupid, and then I immediately shoot you in the back. Also, apparently he's a giant narcissist.
Yeah. And
I
then,
love that you're just continuing to, like, let him sloop. This is hysterical.
and then once you actually get him into his later phase, he would actually shoot the Gemini laser in that second phase if I had given him a chance.
But then he doesn't.
Gemini laser, I'm sure we'll use it eventually, but for now. It's an interesting weapon. It fires out an extremely strong laser that bounces off walls.
It's a laser shot that has triple strength of your normal shot. So it pretty much just combines 3 of your shots together that just move slowly.
And now, instead of moving on to the Wily stages like normal, we have 4 new stages.
Yay.
Now let's just start top left, move down, against mystery opponents.
I wonder who they are.
Oh. Yeah, so, it dumps us back into remix versions of the base stages that are kind of themed around you having everything, which is pretty cool. Pardon me while I fucking floundered to fucking find Shadowblade,
Mm-hmm.
which still continues to be the best answer.
It's just a good weapon.
It really is. Especially like in this, it really does work in Sparkman stage
Oh yeah.
because it one shots the fuck me.
Go on.
I missed a jump.
Uh-huh.
I was once again getting into speedrun mode, but my reflexes aren't what they used to be.
It happens, man. I wouldn't worry about it.
Also, this version 1 has some delay or something. Who knows?
This version doesn't have as much lag as the original.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, because I remember playing this game on a different subsystem, and there wasn't a lag, which I'm used to, and it threw me off.
Or maybe I was supposed to kill that thing before I jumped, because that went much better.
At least X never had to deal with Rush, Eddie, Beat, or Tango. Yeah, that's because X is from a future that, and let's be honest here, it just sucks.
I will not hear you talk ill of my precious cat robot that barely does anything in any of his appearances. Alright, ball store already. Who could it be? What the? Metal Man. So this is the Doc Robot stages, and they all involve you fighting the Mega Man 2 bosses again.
Yay. Some of these fights I think are fascinating. Some of these fights are incredibly annoying.
So, a thing that I think I touched on very briefly is how contact damage is really high in this game.
Yes.
And we might have actually talked about this during the Mega Man 2 stuff. But the other boss for this stage is Quickman. In the Quickman Doc Robot fight, you are way better off getting hit by a boomerang than touching Quickman.
Yes.
Because
Quick Doc Man, or Kadoc Man, he deals 8 damage if you run into him, while he only deals 3 or 4 damage with his boomerang. I'm pretty sure it's 3.
To put in perspective, 8 damage is about a third your health bar.
So it's between third and a fourth. So if you have full health, it'll take 4 hits to kill you. I think you have, what, 28 HP?
Yeah.
Hit points?
To make this worse, he is weak to 2 weapons that's the hardest to hit him with.
Nonsense. Point blank range.
So, how
I
many
think it's what? Hard Knuckle and Gemini Beam?
It's Snake. Search Snake and Gemini Beam.
Yeah, so point blank range all the time.
Also, you'll notice the Doc Robots are very large.
Yeah. Huge hitbox. Also, huge run into you box.
Yeah, so that's a general fight with Doc Quick.
You die.
Yeah, of course I did. I went in there with not full health.
I actually find it's better to use Gemini versus him.
Really? I find sometimes it just bounces around the room and doesn't hit him at all.
Yep. But at least it has a vertical edge to it.
Alright. Time to use the first E-Tank. And yeah, let's try your Gemini laser. So, the entire time Gemini laser is bouncing around right now, I cannot oh, well, he jumped right into it. But I can't switch weapons, and I cannot fire another Gemini laser. That is the major downside to Gemini laser.
But that's half the fun, is when he jumps into it at the very end. It's like, really? Couldn't see that coming?
No, don't you remember? His optical sensors can't keep up with him.
That's Quick Man, not Doc Robot.
Look, I'm under the impression that the Doc Robots have all the failings of the robots as well.
I hope so.
You built your robot with a flaw? This is one of the best lines from Metal Gear Solid. Well, that might actually just be from the GGDG comic, but there's just like the fact that Metal Gear is actually built with a flaw in it.
And why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, it's just like, why would you build a flaw into your robot? I don't know. The joke is Otacon watches too much anime. Robot can't spawn on the wall. What is this one? This one's Airman, right?
Yep. Spark.
Grab me an E-Tank. Oh god, what is his weak? Oh, it's Spark. That's right.
As I said, Spark.
Oh, I thought you said Bark, and I don't know why. I was like, why did you say Bark?
Well, dog, but also Spark. I'm sure he has some other weakness, but Spark works. You gotta do the little bunny hops, though.
Airman in a game where some of his patterns actually work. Oh, right, you can't do that. I forgot. His hitbox is larger now.
Yeah, he just crushes you.
Well, that was a demonstration. Ugh. What the hell? The Dark Robot stages are not kind, to say the least.
You're having a lot of fun with the pins, aren't you?
They're really annoying. Natural life is a trap to make you waste rush jet.
But why would you be worried about wasting rush jet?
What? What am I doing?
Also, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm gonna get destroyed again. Oh, I'm an idiot.
So for the longest time with Airman, I didn't think that his eyes were there. I thought that was just like a white beard or something, and that glowing orange spot in the middle of his forehead was his like Cyclops eye.
Oh yeah. I'm having a time in Needleman stage.
Can't beat Airman, man. I made a song about it.
I have 0 lives.
Man, it's almost like that extra life isn't a trap anymore.
You know, you're not wrong. Yeah, I hate this set of pins right here because you can straight up just scroll the screen in a way that makes them impossible. I'm going for it. I'd rather not clear Airman and then die.
Okay.
What the? Are you kidding me? Well, there's a fucking weapon interaction. Oh, and you dropped the life. Good. There's a weapon interaction that I wasn't aware of at fucking all.
What?
Apparently, yeah. Were you aware of that one? Yeah. Airman's actually really rough. I'm actually, I don't know. I'm gonna be like out of rush sub-weapon.
You'll be fine. There's enough stuff there to get you going.
Not to lose my shit. I should just use an energy tank.
Maybe.
Give me some health. Damn it. Yeah, so the problem with using Spark... What is his other weakness? Because I think I've tried that before, too.
I don't remember off the top of my head. It's probably like, top spin. Let's find out. Magnet missile.
Hold up, I disconnected my controller. What a fucking thing of errors right now.
Over there?
What?
Comedy of errors.
Comedy of errors, that is the exact word I was looking for, thank you. Alright, fixed whatever that problem was. So, back to failing at this.
Alright.
That was like a perfect storm of just shit going down. It was just like me getting frustrated, and then the controller disconnecting, and then my internet just destroying itself.
Well,
Which, if I edit it properly,
never know.
won't be in the video, because I was getting upset. And now I need to keep using Rush Jet because I'm actually out of coil. So, I think the plan of attack here is to still go with Spark. Oh man, I just got a full heal. Perfect.
You got this.
There we go, that's how that's supposed to go.
Well done. You have beaten 3 or 5 of the 8 now.
3.
Oh god.
And then this part which is pretty neat. They're like, you know Rush Jet. At least you should know it. It's really good. There's a little segment where we want you to use it, like, a lot.
Like you have to.
Oh god. I did the worst thing possible.
What did you do? Did you die?
I paused.
Oh no. Were you over a thing?
Of course I was. Of course I was.
Oh.
This is a comedy of errors.
Oh, newbie. Newbie.
No, I know what I'm doing now. It's all good.
Do you? Oh, it was a game over too.
Everything's fine. See, now I got this whole part down. I actually got through that whole fucking segment taking no damage.
There you go.
No, a moral victory, because I died and it was all dumb, but I got to show that off.
We'll just cut out the last 15 minutes and use this instead.
Never happened. None of that existed. I need to find a good technical difficulty sign for the video. Just like, oh wait, what's that? And then just fucking, we'll be right back.
If it wasn't copyright infringement, I'd say use the one from The Simpsons for Kent Brockman.
Look at this
Right,
fucker.
got this. I believe.
This fucker did a fucking pattern that I couldn't actually shoot through.
Yeah, it's almost as if the airman fights are made of bullshit. Still did a pretty decent job against him.
But yeah, I had paused because I noticed I was taking a lot of damage and I was going to use an E-tank. And then as soon as I hit pause, I realized what I did.
Ah.
But I was not in the know of really stupid Mega Man mechanics. In fact, I'm just going to do it here. Whenever you pause, it despawns whatever sub-weapon or anything you're using.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's exactly what happened. But only for the rush jet. The rush dumbs doesn't do it for your weapons. You can't pause when the weapon's out. Which I really wish you could. That sticky message is still up in the chat, right?
The HTML5 one?
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, it's overall better. Mainly because it's not Flash. But some people just have problems with it, myself included.
So with this, yeah, you're already going to the correct weapon for this, which is the Shadow Blade.
Like we joke when we say Shadow Blade is the metal blade of this game, but it kind of is.
It's the Metal Blade except balanced. Because, and let's be serious here, the Metal Blade is broken. It's too good.
I mean, yeah, we had that discussion during 2.
There should be like situations where every weapon has its use and no weapon should overshadow the other completely. In this game, there are a lot of uses for the Shadow Blade, but I mean, there are many situations where it is not a good idea.
What was Crash Man's
What do you mean?
weakness? Is it hard knuckle?
Oh, yes.
Alright.
So say, what was Crashman? Crashman was a robot. Yeah, hard knuckle and hop spin.
Wow. There we go. Finally. Now I'm just gonna tab out for a moment. No frames drop, that's what I want to say. Alright, Gemini Man. Just like in the original stage, bust out Rush Jet and just ignore the opening. Let's look at this shit.
Showing it off.
Enemies that you easily can't destroy and they do that crap, and then there's other ones moving across the ground. Yeah. This whole, like, this is a mess. This little part of this level. And then the plasma gun is actually the best. We released a bit too many of those tadpoles. Alright. Now I'm remembering how this one goes down. I fixed it. That's right, just give me all the extra lives.
Yeah, it's like you're playing Mega Man 5 again.
All the extra lives that are actually detrimental.
Incredibly.
This is Flashman first, who is weak to Needle.
Or Gemini Laser.
Yeah, fuck that. Simple. Half my health. What? No. This game's long.
Yes, it is.
Especially when you have technical difficulties.
What are you talking about? We didn't have any technical difficulties whatsoever during this entire stream.
What? Right. How foolish of me.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to either. I was not actually farming health right there. Just happened to get a big health pickup.
A likely story.
There's a lot of ladders, like really short ladders in this part, which is actually kind of annoying because you're trying to do the dash or the slide, and you keep hitting the ladder.
Well, yeah, I mean, if there's a ladder in the way, you can't just slide over a ladder. That'd be ludicrous. You have to go down the ladder.
Ah. Of course. Shadow Blade for Bubble, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Spark Shot.
Shadow Blade, got it.
Yeah, I know. I would not try to use an electric weapon underwater, though, especially when you are a robot. Sounds like an incredibly bad idea.
Oh, everything's smooth now, and I love it. Fucking headache that is Needleman stage. Alright, Shadow Man stage, part 2, has a lot more spikes. That I call shenanigans. You'll see in like 20 seconds. That's how we test the
Did
stream
you run
lag.
into the spikes? You did run into the spikes. Okay.
I was nowhere near that spike.
Yeah, you were.
I hit the ceiling in front of the spike, and it's just like, ah, you hit the spike, I see. God damn it. I tried to be cool and use Spark Shot. You know, like most levels in this game, we just hop on our cool jet
Uh-huh.
and say goodbye. These are actually really interesting platforms because they, like, release the second you step on, like, not the second, but like a little bit after you step on them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, what am I doing? I can just shoot these. So there's this whole, like, weird mechanic of, like, hopping on them and then immediately, like, tapping away. This is Woodman. Yes.
Woodman is weak to Needle Cannon or Search Snake.
And Needle Cannon, you can shoot through his shield when he's firing it at you. Like that. Oh, wow. That does just enough damage. I'm back at the start. Back at it again. Beginning of Shadow Man.
Oh no.
I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at chat.
Womp womp.
I have 1 life. That's what the spikes are there for. They're for you to free yourself from this mortal coil. I went stage select, so we're just going all the good paths. Alright. Attempt number 2. Yeah, I needed just a little bit more health going into that woodman. Or actually dodge one of his attacks. Which is really hard to do.
Tails.
Alternately, maybe Surge Snake does more damage, who knows. Got him. I did it. I did the cool thing. God. I'm just thinking about races again.
We're not doing it.
Good old days. What if we did a race? No.
No.
Because then I would have to edit the video.
Correct. We do have another thing we can do, though.
Are you suggesting play Blood Bowl?
Yes.
I don't know if my body can handle it.
It can and will.
Alright, see, now I'm getting this down right. Because if you time it right, you can kill him in two rotations.
See, here's the thing, though. If you're gonna do
Just
a Blood
about.
Bowl, you can't play as vampire.
Yeah.
Look at that almost flawless run.
Alright. Ah, this is actually one of the levels that gives you a health refill. That is nice. And that's how you're actually supposed to deal with the Hammer Joe. That's what I believe these guys are called. I want to say you rush Jet here. Anyway. Even though there's a spike ceiling. I would be correct. Fucking, what is Heat Man?
Shadow Blade or Top Spin.
Alright, I got 2 lives. Here we go, Top Spin. Let's go. Buff me up, Heat Man. You fucked me up. Doable.
Still almost beat him with the top spin.
I'm not owned. I'm not owned. I don't know what happened that time. What was the other one? Shadowblade? Yeah, fuck
Yes.
it. Hell, yeah, just fucking Shadowblade. Oh my god. I feel like there's some game lag here or something.
There might be.
Yeah, whenever he reforms, there's a tiny bit of lag. So I'm getting some like weird shit. Trying to turn around and fire the Shadow Blade at him. So let's just fucking finish him with top spin. Gets the job done. Oh, I'm gonna check frames again. No drop frames. I love it. Alright, now I'm confident to not look at that ever again for the rest of the stream. Breakman!
Hooray!
The mysterious stranger. Break him, man. Oh, that's right. This version is actually immune to needle. Also, I think has a bit more health.
I think a tiny little bit.
Yeah, but still, very easy to get rid of. So remember those crystals I was talking about before? After we got the last one, Wily with an E ran off with Gamma, the peacekeeping robot. Who could have seen this coming? Pipe. Pipe, lower right, pipe. Pipe is very crucial. God. The pipe consistency. It'll always be the best thing. That was somebody's job.
Just make a pipe that goes nowhere.
What does that pipe do? What's it matter? It's just there, man. Don't question the pipe. I want to say, so, yeah, this is the start of Wily stages actually being a lot shorter than before.
Yeah, because they already had 4 other stages.
Let's see if I can do this in one lap, like before, like I used to be able to. Rush coil. Can't actually get you up there. Alright, you actually have to use Rush Jet. Oh, right. Hard Knuckle isn't, like, entirely like Crash Bomb. It does not use nearly as much energy.
Yeah, no.
It's actually a feasible weapon. Oh, shit! That was a weird situation. Ah! I've never died there, so I didn't know that. I'll let you catch up and witness what happens.
Oh, goodness. Oh, newbie.
Well, like, watch where it respawns you.
Yeah. Huh.
Alright, Shadow Blade this one. Yeah, but that's really cool. Just like, oh, you died. No big deal. Here, just take a life.
It's alright. It evens out.
Alright, I want to say this boss is the Shadow Blade. Wait, this thing is called Kamigiri Maker. Which is like...
And why is it called that?
It makes turtles.
And what is a turtle called in Japanese?
Kamigiri, I want to say.
Hooray.
Yeah, this is... sort of a version of the Pico Pico Master. In that it just makes things, and when you destroy them, it hurts it, and then it explodes. Oh, and these are those platforms from Shadow Man 2. That's just how they work. You fall through them, and you jump on them and move quickly. You can just move through it.
Hmm.
If you need item refills, it's a good place to get it, right here. I'm gonna take them up on that. And then just keep Shadow Blade equipped because it's a good weapon. A bunch of these like little biting traps that would never get you, and then a bunch that might actually destroy you. Ah, finally, I did it. I destroyed a bee before it released bees.
Before it released the bees?
The beesh. The
Bees.
Oh, that one's gonna wreck me though. I love this move right here. You jump and just leave Rush behind.
Goodbye, Rush. We knew you. It was amazing.
Oh, Biss. I'm good. Ah, here he is, my child.
Your child?
Yep. Yellow Devil Mark III. My precious baby boy. Does he have another weakness other than Hard Knuckle? Because that's all I'm remembering.
Shadow Blade.
Of course. Because I might be able to actually hit him twice with Shadow Blade. Yeah, so he's got some new moves. I am not going to get owned, and I have 6 energy tanks.
You got this.
Just go just fuck him! That was really good at the end.
You just throw yourself at the boss.
Look,
well done. No, that's the good way to do it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put up with this bullshit. God, all these years I seriously have just been using Hard Knuckle on him.
Now you know.
The boss is way easier, yeah. I showed off that he jumps. Yeah, for some reason the Wily Fortress just throws fucking energy tanks at you.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. That was interesting. Got the old rush going down the ladder.
Bye. Goodbye, Rush. It was nice knowing you.
I think you can use... Oh, no, you can't, because you can't shoot down with Shadow Blade. Right, they thought this through. To be honest, I don't think I need the extra life. Nope. I'm not gonna say I'm lousy with extra lives, but I'm fine, I'm good. Oh, well, no. That Hammer Joe's just having a time up there. Not doing anything. Not hurting anybody. Oh, come on. What the? I call shenanigans on that. Now again, this game tried to do a lot. Some of it is really interesting. Like this room is really cool.
Dear. Heal yourself. Use one of your many E-tanks.
Oh, hold on. I might not have to. Remember, there's the mystery tanks up here. Yeah, boy. I just hit the lottery on these. Now I'll use one. Alright. This boss is actually really interesting. As they went, what if we took Copy Mega Man and made him crazy? So here you have 3 Copy Mega Mans. Oh, that was the right one.
It's always the top one. It's always the top one first.
Oh, interesting. I never knew that. Yeah, luckily they are just kind of torn apart by Search Snake. But they can really do some damage to you pretty fast. Alright. We're here.
You got this, I believe.
You know it. You love it. That American classic. The boss refights. Okay, so I love these enemies right here. They are called Junkman. And they're literally, canonically, Dr. Wily just throwing together what he has fucking lying around. And that's why they look
I gotta slow him down.
Yeah, that's why they look derpy as all hell. They're actually really hard not to take damage against, too. Like, I always kind of end up tanking them. I should probably use, like, I don't know, one of my many weapons. Alright. I have no idea who is where, so let's pick one and roll the dice.
You got this. Roll them bones.
Alright, that's Snake Man. Which I'm pretty sure I can beat with this much health, but I will use an energy tank if I get low. Got him. Barely. Next up. Sparkman. Also pretty sure I can kill.
Please heal. Oh god, you're so low.
Nope, I'm solid. Got everything under control.
Uh-huh.
Needleman. So this is a gambit right here. Because the weakness is Gemini Laser, which I cannot open. Yeah, alright, we're good. So the riskiness there is if I had missed him and it bounced around the room and then I took damage, I could not open up the pause screen to heal.
Yup.
Magnet Man. Who so far has done more damage than any other boss to me. Got him. Alright. Keep moving. Halfway there. Gemini Man.
You got this, I believe.
The way you keep saying that. Alright, now I'm gonna heal.
What do you mean? I totally believe in you. Never before have I believed in you this much.
Zero Man is always kind of iffy with me. Like, sometimes I'll destroy him, sometimes he'll knock me around
Destroy
a bit.
you.
Yeah. Hard Man, on the other hand, always kind of wrecks me. Tell you what you realize you actually do is you just damage race him.
Mm-hmm.
Topman. Now, the weird trade-off is Hard Knuckle is his weakness, but it's got such a wind-up on hit that you can only hit him, like, actually you just get right in his face. Never mind, I take everything back. Did I just break this? That was weird.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Alright, and then, last but not least, time for me to destroy myself.
Yep. Yeah, sometimes when you beat Top Man, it just stays there.
Mega Man just kind of stands there and contemplates life for a bit. Alright, I need Spark for phase 1. Oh, and this is the way nice thing that they changed from 2 is that Wily Machine is now his own level.
His own horrifying level.
Is it horrifying? I don't think there's much to it.
No, it's real easy. If you know the system, it's actually really simple.
I don't even think it's it's just him, right?
Yep.
Okay. You're making me think like there's more to the level.
No.
Alright. Wily Machine 4. So you can't actually damage him until you can see the cannon. And then just, you know, just fire a couple fucking spark shots into the cannon. And then you
Use
could...
the greatest weapon in the world.
You could Gemini Laser, you could Hard Knuckle, you could Shadow Blade,
You could blah blah blah, do a bunch of things that doesn't involve using Rust Jet.
or you just hop on fucking Rush Jet. And now he can't hit you. And he also doesn't have invincibility frames, so you just kind of stand here and, you know, alright, he goes down, then alright, he goes back up, and you get in there and fucking destroy him. Because it's a joke. Alright, Wily's apologizing. Oh, what? A robot. Time for that hidden final stage. God, there's so much here. How dangerous. I love that there's a fucking energy tank here. Not like an energy tank, like a heal. But you start here.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those things where it's like they probably meant to have this stage part of another stage, so they left this stuff here. So it really doesn't make sense that these things are here.
Right. Anyway. Final boss. The peacekeeping robot Gamba. You can do a lot of shenanigans with
robot.
this. You can use Rush Jet, you can use Hard Knuckle. Pretty much you just need things that can move up and hit him. Phase 1, Phase 2. That is the giant punchy fist. You actually want to get on top of that.
Get up on the Hydra's back.
Up. I'm messing up everything now. Yep, let's
Death Fist.
I'm focusing on the fist so much that I'm getting hit a lot. Alright. We have achieved this part. Now for the final coup de grace, top spin. And that's it.
Ta-da!
Oh no, everything's falling apart. And Wily's dead. And I'm dead. Oh, wait.
You're fine.
Epilogue. What? Light, when you arrive, this is your home. What? Proto Man. Yeah, so that's the whole overarching story. Is it's the introduction of Proto Man, who was the first robot.
Yeah. Spoilers. His name's Proto Man. I wonder what that means.
Oh, what? Proto Man, clearly Proto Man, not Blues.
Boots is such a better name.
Blues is a much better name. Also, you get the full version of the whistle song, which is really good. Mega Man, a butler.
Yep.
So the whole overarching story with why Proto Man was working for Wily is actually really interesting. It's because he was made with a nuclear core.
A faulty nuclear core.
A faulty nuclear core that was actually breaking down. And every robot past Proto Man was built with a solar core. And what's it called? Wily converted him, or at least repaired him, so that he wasn't dying anymore.
He didn't convert him, he repaired him.
He repaired him. So Proto Man actually owes Wily.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's
why
the
would Proto Man go back to Dr. Light? Oh wait, it's because he doesn't trust him.
yeah, because he was ready to abandon him because he was a prototype. Weird when you give robots, you know, thought. That's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's the subtle hints of Proto Man not actually wanting to work for Wily. If you like pay attention to what happens, for instance, like yeah, he's usually fighting you, but there's the one time in Gemini when he breaks open the passage for you, just doesn't even do anything, just here, go.
Yeah, just come on.
All right. But
Godspeed, newbie. Well done.
wait, we got one thing to look at still.
Oh, the art.
The art. So database. That's your standard thing about everybody. Let's get to the... Oh, wait, yeah. Wait. There he is. Junk Golem is what they're called. Wily frantically set about building this robot when he had realized that Mega Man had arrived at his base. Just, fuck. New Shotman. Have Subi. It's the name of the bees.
Bees!
Alright, let's get to... Yeah, it's the Kamagoro Maker. Oh, it's the Mark II, of course. Yeah, it makes more sense. You'll do Mark II, Hologram Mega Man's, Proto Man, Wily Machine 3, Gamma. Alright, Needleman. Equipped with Airman's body and Metal Man's movement. Makes sense?
Yeah, it actually does.
Oh, it's... Yeah, it's Serotinum is what Hardman is made out of.
Uh-huh.
He weighs 3 tons.
Whoa.
Yeah, there you go. Top Man is popular at New Year's because he produced toy tops from his head.
Yeah.
And Shadow Man is a fucker, canonically. Yo, this Dr. Wily owns. He's just like, hey! Hey, I didn't do anything.
Of course he didn't do anything wrong. He never did anything wrong.
A lot of these are just the stuff that's in the... Oh, that's a good logo, because it's Right and Wily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's as I was saying before, it's the whole thing, like, Wily was supposed to be reformed, so it's a lot of art of him working with Light on stuff.
Yeah, because he totally had amnesia and he didn't do anything bad before.
No, he didn't. It's not that he didn't have amnesia. It was that he is arrested in the second one, and he says he's reformed and he's going to help.
Uh-huh.
All right, concept art. Here we go. Early Rush, kind of the same, except pointier. Enemies that we never use, such as this snail and this teddy bear. Oh, that's just the thing that's the big stompy thing that they use in 4.
Yeah, they probably take a lot of like sketches from here and say, you know, we should use this in other stuff.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of stuck on this fucking Proto Man. Give him the thumbs up. Oh yeah, and the whole good thing with Breakman, it's a good thing to point this out, is Sniper Joes were based off of Proto Man.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, because he was the first prototype, and then they mass-produced him as Sniper Joe. Unused enemy. Gun. Oh wow, apparently Rush was like a falcon at one point.
Sounds awesome.
There's the pipe right there, lower right. As always. Yeah, pictured here how you're supposed to fight Wily Machine. Pictured how we didn't fight Wily Machine.
You never fight it the way that you're supposed to.
Alright. Unused bosses. Plasman. Another version of him. Vacuum Man. I guess another version of that. Smokeman. Smokeman looked like he maybe went a bit too hard on his smoke.
Yeah, kids will think it's cool and start smoking. Can't do that.
Dashman, who's just a unicycle. Forest Cutter dude. I don't even know what you're supposed to be. You're like an early Napalm Man. And yes, look at this early design of Shadow Man. This is so good. Bearman. Another Bearman. Wily Boy. Double Wily Boys. Yeah, there's some early sketches of like...
Oh my goodness, that sketch is so bad.
Which one?
Shadow Man one.
Oh yeah. Like an early Gemini Man, an early Hard Man, early Top Man, probably. Like with the skates. Whoa. Top Man that looks like Gravity Man. Oh god. A Needle Man with a mouth. Some other designs that look like they might have ended up being Anchor.
Well, Anchor I thought was before this.
Oh, true. Hawkman. I guess like a Mirrorman? Oh, right, and then this guy again. The fucking dudes. Yeah, some of these are we've seen before, because of the fucking guy with the Gatling gun. Oh, there's a lot of these unused. God, Proto Man, you're so just fucking Char from Gundam. Like this picture, he looks like Quattro, just like straight up.
What are you talking about? That's totally not. Yeah, that is.
All right. Oops. That was Mega Man 3. A little technical difficulties about halfway through, but overall,
Never
not
happened.
too bad.